Hindi pong sinasabi na porket nauna siya sa'yo, mas malaki ang kikitain niya. Again, that's a misconception. Right now, pag-uusapan naman po natin ang 4 stages in relational marketing or multi-level marketing. Ang first stage po na tadaanan po natin dito, you become a student. Kailangan maging estudyante muna tayo. Halimbawa, ilang taon po tayo nag-elementary? 6 years. Nag-prep or kindergarten, another 2 years. Nag-high school, another 4 years. College, another 4 years. More or less, it took us mga 16 to 17 years bago tayo makagraduate. Pagkatapos natin graduate, magkano naman po ang ating kinikita, basic salary? Around 8 to 10,000 pesos. Natatandaan nyo pa ba nung kinita nyo yung first salary or paycheck nyo? Ano po naramdaman nyo? Natuwa ba kayo? Nalungkot? Diba? Natuwa tayo at feeling po natin, mabibili na po natin ang buong mundo. And after several months, come to realize yung 8 to 10,000 pesos po natin ay hindi sapat. Ganun din po sa negosyong relational marketing. Pag tayo po ay sumali sa negosyong nito, may learning stage pa, may learning curve. Kaya, wag po tayong magmamadali na kumita sa negosyong to. Some people kasi may maling perception Pag sign pa lang ng application form, ang unang tanong, magkano lang kikitain ko? Diba? Sana ang checking ko. Wala ka pang kaalam-alam, gusto mo na agad kumita. Again, we have to go back 14 years or 15 years of studying before we graduate and make 8,000 pesos. And dito rin, may learning process. Kailangan dahan-dahan lang, hinay-hinay lang. So, ang attitude po natin dito, hindi dapat itong pinaka-main source ng income when you get started. This is only an additional income. Pag kumita tayo ng additional 2,000 plus per week or per month, ang attitude po natin grabe. May increase pa ako ng salary compared to sa ginagawa ko. Hindi yung attitude natin ay, 2,000 lang? Isang buwan ako nagtrabaho dito, tapos 2,000 ang kikitain ko? That's a wrong attitude. Again, remember, first stage, you become a student. The second stage in this business is become a teacher. After you learn, ang next goal natin is to teach. Remember, sinasabi ko, this is not only a selling business, but this is a inviting and teaching business. This is a system of what? Duplication. Question is, how can you teach other people kung ikaw mismo hindi marunong? And the only way your organization will grow if they also teach the same thing and say the same thing. So, after you teach naman, the third stage in this business is you become a coach. Yan, magpo-form ka na ng team. May right team ka at saka may left team ka. You teach them, you guide them, you tell them, wag dapat gawin to, itong dapat nyong gawin. Kasi pag hindi mo silang guide, chances are they will say the wrong things to the right person at saka meron lang silang isang pagkakataon. First stage, you become a student. Second stage, you become a teacher. Third stage, you become a coach. And the final stage, you become a motivator or a mentor. When I say motivator, ikaw naman taga-motivate ng team mo. Alam mo, sa totoo lang sa negosyo to, maraming frustration, maraming rejection. There will be times that people will be saying yes and they will not show up. I-Indianin tayo. And nakaka-frustrate yun. They will say they will buy and sign up. But at the end of the month, wala pa ring sign up. So, ang kalaban po natin dito, frustration and rejection. So, bilang mga pinuno sa negosyo to, kailangan natin i-motivate sila. We should encourage them and tell them, do not quit. Your dreams, malapit na yan. If we just persist, if we just continue, if we just persevere, makukuha rin natin yan. So, we should become the motivator. Always remember the rule in relational marketing. When you are up, you go down. Pag ikaw ay excited, tawagan mo lahat ng downline mo para i-motivate mo sila. But when you are down, pag ikaw ay nalulungkot at frustrated, you go up. Go up to your upline. Ihinga mo yung sama na loob mo sa upline mo, wag sa downline. Pag oras na hininga mo yung sama na loob mo sa downline mo, patay kang bata ka. Wala ka ng organization. Because lahat din, mai-infect, mai-influence mo. So it's very important for us to understand in this business, these 4 stages. And as soon as you understand, you're on your way to your success. Maraming salamat po. Ito po si Chinky Tan. Right now, we're going to share with you the success process in relational marketing. The first process is what we call as teach them. You have to teach them everything you know. But before you teach, always learn that you need to know first what you want to teach because you cannot give what you do not have. So after naturo mo na lahat ng alam mo sa kanya about the company, about the product, about the computation, about the system, next is you have to show them. Ang trabaho lang ng mga first na mga partners mo is mag-invite lang. Tayo naman po ang magpapakita sa kanila kung paano mag-present, paano mag-close. Okay? So after you have showed them how to do it, the third process, you have to share with them already. So after several meetings, pinakita mo na paano ka mag-present, paano ka mag-close. It's about time for them to also learn on their own. So probably yung first part, siya na magpe-present ng company, ikaw sa product and business. Next meeting, siya naman sa business and product, ikaw naman sa company. So palitan kayo. Until such time na alam mo na he's comfortable already, he's already confident no, sa kanyang pagpapaliwanag, that's the time that you are going to watch them. Yan ang last process. No? Panunuorin natin sila, we will guide them accordingly. In this business, kailangan na tulungan po natin ang ating mga bagong partners, bagong downline. Hindi po natin silang pagka-sponsor lang, iiwanan nyo lang. Pag inabandon nyo sila at hindi nyo sila tinulungan, ang chances are they will not become successful in this business. So again, what is the success process? First is you're going to teach them. After you teach them, you show them how to do it. After you show them how to do it, that's the time you are going to share some of the responsibilities para matuto rin sila on their own. And last, you're going to watch them and release them. Remember, ang goal natin sa negosyo to is to develop other leaders and to empower others. Hindi po natin pwedeng sarilinin lahat at tayo lahat ang nagawa because we cannot do it for everyone. At maraming salamat po sa inyo and I hope that you learn again from this episode. Pag-uusapan naman po natin ang foundation in relational marketing or multi-level marketing. Just like pag maghuhukay po tayo ng building, magtatayo po ng building, ang paghuhukay po ang pinakamatagal. Kaya wag rin po tayo magmamadali sa negosyo to. Always remember in this business, slow is fast. No? Kaya ang pinakamatagal sa pagtayo ng building ang paghuhukay. Pero pag naayos na yung foundation, tuloy-tuloy ng pagtayo ng building. Katulad ng negosyo natin to. So let's first understand foundation number 1. Foundation number 1 is what we call as the 20-80 Pareto Law. Ano pong ibig sabihin ng 20-80 Pareto Law? Out of 10 people na kinausap po natin, 8 of them will say no, and only 2 will say yes. Be prepared. Alam niyo po mga kapatid, pag tayo nag-attend ng meeting, na-experience po natin yung excitement, nakita natin yung opportunity, ang iniisip po natin lahat ng kakausapin natin ay kasing excited po natin at makikita yung nakita natin. Unfortunately, not everyone's just like us. So, napaka-importante, you have to be prepared. Kailangang maghanda po tayo. Sa 10 kakausapin natin, 8 of them will say no, and only 2 will say yes. And then, once they say no in this business, you have to take the second foundation, is what we call as the SW attitude. Ano naman po ang SW attitude? Some will join, some won't join, so what? So, who's next? Again, ulitin po natin. Some will join, some won't join, so what? So who's next? Kailangan wag tayong masyadong attached sa iimbitahan natin. Because if we're emotionally attached, the moment they say no to us, aayaw na rin tayo. Always remember, pag ikaw, meron kang sasagapin ng isang taong nalulunod, hindi ka sasabay sa taong nalulunod, ikaw ang dapat nang mag-say. Kaya don't go along with them. And next is what we call as the bunch of apple principle. When you say bunch of apple principle, like for example, meron tayong tinatawag na apple na hinog, no? Ripe. Meron tayong tinatawag na rotten apples or what we call as bulok. Or meron tayong tinatawag na unripe apples, hindi pa hinog. Kung tayo pong kakain ng mansanas, ano pong kakainin natin? Yung bulok, yung hinog, o unripe? Definitely yung ripe, yung hinog. Likewise in this business, no? Stay away from bulok na apples or what we call as rotten apples. Yung mga bulok na apples, yung mga taong negative. The moment nalapit ka pa lang, ayaw na agad. Ay, ano yan, networking? Ayaw ko na agad yan. Ay, ano yan, magbebenta ko, ayaw ko na agad yan. So, if you encounter this type of people, chances are stay away from them. Stay away from negative people. Always remember that because sometimes, ito pang mga tao ang magdadrag sa'yo. They will steal your dreams away. So, number 1, don't talk to rotten apples. Number 2, yung mga unripe. Who are the unripe apples? Unripe apples are people na sinasabi natin, gusto yung negosyo, gusto yung produkto, pero wala pang time or wala pang pera. Out of budget. So, please lang, don't commit the mistake. Huwag po tayong magkakamali na pe-pressure po natin, pipilitin po nating sumali kung ayaw nila. At saka, huwag na huwag po kayong magkakamali. to pay for someone in advance. Yung aabunuhan nyo ba? Chances are, pag inabunuhan nyo yung puhunan nila, they will not become active and they won't even pay you back. Sino mawawala? Tayo rin. You only work with people who are the ripe apples. Ripe apples are people who are positive, outgoing. No? They're really focused. They have a destiny to fulfill. Yung mga excited. Kukunin po natin yung mga taong yan. So, napaka-importante, we just focus on the third group of people. The fourth foundation in this business is expect discouragement. In this business, may frustration, may rejection. Most of the successful people, just like Abraham Lincoln, experience failures in life, experience heartaches in life before they become successful. Even Colonel Sanders of KFC, after 300 tries of passing his recipe to different restaurants, until such time he reached the age of 65, that's the time his recipe was accepted and KFC was built. So likewise in this business, sino magdi-discourage ninyo sa negosyo to? Number one is your relatives. Ito malungkot. The people who are closest to you are the people who can hurt you the most. Kaya tatandaan po natin, pag nag-invite po tayo sa ating mga relatives, abangan po natin. Siguro may mga iba talaga will encourage you and motivate you. Pero karamihan po, they will discourage you. I can still remember, nung nag-umpisa ako sa isang company na tinatawag na Barclay. I attended the seminar, and then after I attended the seminar, I got so excited. Pinakita sa akin paano tayo yaman, hindi lang sa pagbebenta, kundi sa pamamagitan ng pagbilog-bilog, pag-i-invite ng mga bilog-bilog. Nung umuwi ako, kinento ko sa aking magulang, sa aking mama, at sinabi ko sa aking mama, "Ma, yayaman na tayo. Anong gagawin mo? Magbebenta tayo ng mga toilet bowl cleaners, lahat-lahat." At tinawanan na ako, sinabi, "Paano kaya yaman, iho? Ang liit-liit ng kikitain mo." And truly enough, nung kumita ako ng first check ako, excited ako, pinakita ko sa aking magulang. Magkano aking check first month? 67 pesos. Sinabi ng nanay ko, "May sakit ka, kailangan mo na magpagamot." So, hindi sila naniwala. But I still continued. 67 pesos become 100 plus pesos second month, become 300 pesos on the third month. I never allowed negative people to influence me. Until such time, I came into another company. I sold yung mga fish liver oil, yung squalene. And then, there was a month, in 1 month check, I received over 150,000. Nung nakita ng mother ko ang aking cheque, tinawag ako, "Jinky, alika." Ang tanong sa akin, "Anak, paano sumali dito?" Nag-iba na ang perspective. You know why? Because I never allow negative people to influence me. Stay away from negative people in the first 6 months in the business. Probably second group of people who will want to say no to you or magda-down sa'yo, yung mga office mates mo, yung mga partners mo, schoolmates mo. And the third group of people are people who will say no to you or magdi-discourage sa'yo are competitors. Stay away from competitors. Lalo na if you're in this business, you want to sponsor, explain this to another group of person who's also in the same type of business na relational marketing or multi-level. Chances are sabihin sa'yo, sisiraan ng kumpanya mo, sasabihin pangat ang produkto mo, tapos sasabihin pa, magsasara ng kumpanya nyo. They will try to discourage you in order to destroy your belief system in what you're doing. Pagkatapos na mawala na yung belief system sa ginagawa mo, sasabihin sa inyo, sumali ka na sa amin, mas magandang kumpanya namin. Bakit kaya nila ginagawa to? Para lumipat ka sa kanila, para sino makinapa? Sila. Kaya we have to learn how to read between the lines. And again, iwasan po natin ang mga taong negative. No? Stay away from them. Just focus in our business 6 months to 1 year. Never look back. No? Kaya napaka-importante yung focus eh. If you focus in what you're doing 6 months to 8 months, that's the time you can make a decision if you want to make this business as a career. Kung naintindihan po lahat natin ang mga foundations na tinuro po natin, i-apply po natin sa ating negosyo, I can assure you that you will become as successful as the most people here in MIB. Maraming salamat po. Ito po si Chinky Tan. Magandang hapon po. Ako po si Chinky Tan. Ngayon naman po, mapag-uusapan po natin napaka-importanting topic. How to differentiate a pyramiding company from a legitimate multi-level marketing company. Kumuha na po kayo ng mga papel at ballpen para mailista niyo po ito. Ano ba yung pyramid na yan? Actually, there's nothing wrong with a pyramid structure. Halimbawa, ang gobyerno po natin, Pyramid din naman po yan. Nag-uumpisa sa president, then the vice president, then the senators, then the Congress. No? Pyramid in shape. Like the company. Start with the CEO, with the president, with the AVPs, and the managers. Wala pong masama sa structure. Nagiging masama lang po pag nababahiran po at nasasama po sa marketing. Ano bang ibig po sabihin ng multi-level marketing or marketing? Marketing means movement of products from the manufacturer to the consumers. And both should be what? Satisfied. If one is dissatisfied, there is what we call as the word called fraud o panlilinlang. If the manufacturer gives a defective product, panlilinlang. And if the buyer gives a bouncing check, panlilinlang rin po. So, napaka-importante, pagsasali kayo sa mga multi-level marketing company, rule number 1, upon payment, pagkabayad po, there must be the word called immediate. Immediate exchange of products and services. Huwag po kayo sasali sa mga kumpanya. Pag nagbayad po kayo, ang hawak nyo lang po, 2 P. Ano po itong 2 P? Papel at pangako. Papel, resibo na signifying na may natanggap na pera. Pangako, pag kayo po ay nag-recruit o nag-invite pa ng mga tao, kayo po ay tatanggap ng komisyon. And number 2, paano mo malaman na illegitimate na? Always think that you are the last person to join. Kayo po ang pinakahuling tao. Halimbawa, sumali po kayo sa isang food supplement company. Pag nagbayad kayo, kahit kayo pa yung pinakahuli, meron kayong hawak na food supplement na pwede nyong gamitin o pwede nyong maibenta para mabawi nyo po puhunan. Yun po ang legitimate. Pero yung mga pyramiding na yan, papel at pangako lang. So ngayon, ano naman po ang multi-level marketing? Ang ibig sabihin naman po ng multi-level marketing, multi means many, level means generation, marketing means movement of product from manufacturer to the consumers. Always remember, legitimate companies, upon payment, immediate, may exchange ng product. Always think, kahit na kayong pinakahuli, hindi kayo nalugi. At sana naman po, kayo po ay naliwanagan na regarding the issue ni pyramiding yan at saka multi-level marketing. Para sa dagdag kalalaman, kung gusto nyo pang matuto at mag-save at kumita, pwede kayong mag-text sa number na naka-flash sa screen or pwede kayong mag-attend ng aming mga business opportunity meeting. Pumunta lang kayo sa address na nakita nyo sa screen, Monday up to Friday. Maraming salamat po. Sa susunod po, ito po si Chinky Tan. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Chinky Tan. Ngayong hapon po, pag-uusapan naman po natin ngayong topic na ito is how to find a good multi-level marketing company. So bago tayo mag-umpisa, pakihanda na rin po ang mga papel at mga lapis or ballpen para mailista niyo po ito. Meron tayong sinasabi dito sa mga multi-level marketing companies na kung maghahanap po kayo ng mga kumpanyang ganito, tatandaan niyo yung prinsipyo ng four-legged horse. Ang ibig po sabihin yan, kung sasakay po tayo sa isang kabayo, kailangan 4 po ang paa. Ano po yung 4 na paa? First is the company. Number 2 is the product. Third is the marketing plan. And fourth is the leadership. Una, kumpanya. Kung maghahanap po tayo ng kumpanya, maghahanap po tayo ng kumpanya na stable. Pangalawa, debt-free, walang utang. At pangatlo, yung proven track record na, yung may experience na. It's a proven fact according to DTI. Now, most of the people who started the company failed in the first 2 years. So, maghahanap po tayo, may experience na. Number 2 is the product. Kung maghanap po tayo ng produkto, kailangan yung produkto na ibebenta po natin na naniniwala tayo. Huwag lang po natin gagawin ng dahil sa pera. Meron pa tayong isang prinsipyo na tinatawag na BYBO. Ang ibig po sabihin nun, people buy shoe before they buy the opportunity. Remember, I will never buy a Ferrari from a Ferrari salesman who drives a Porsche. You got to practice what you preach. And then number 3, we have to look at the marketing plan. The plan must have a minimal startup capital. It must also have a reasonable monthly requirement or quota. Huwag po tayo sasali sa mga kumpanya na napakalaki ng quota, buwan-buwan. Ang hirap pong habulin. It puts a lot of stress. And number 3, huwag po kayong sasali sa kumpanya na nagpa-front loading. Ang ibig ko po sabihin ng front loading, they require you na bumili kayo agad ng malaking inventory. At the end of the day, pag hindi po natin maibebenta, kanino po naka-stock ang produkto? Tayo po. At tayo po ang nalulugi. And lastly, maghahanap rin po tayo tungkol sa magandang leadership.
When I say leadership, it's people who have the experience, who have the integrity. No? Dapat naintindihan po natin na yung mga nagpapatakbo po ng kumpanya ay dapat may mga dalubhasa na. Alam niyo po nilang ginagawa. Hindi lang po grupo-grupong tao na natuwa at nagsama-sama at nag-invest at nagtayo ng kumpanya. And then, yung mga taong niyan, kailangan po may credibility at pinapaniwalaan po natin ang kanilang sinasabi. And finally, you should trust the people that you are working with. The foundation of business is trust, tiwala. Mga kaibigan, pakiusap lang po, kung tayo po ay magnenegosyo, huwag tayong sasali sa isang tao o sa isang negosyo na hindi nyo pinagkakatiwalaan. At yan po ang pinaka-importanting ingredient para tayo ay maging successful sa business. Again, how to find a good multi-level marketing company? Number 1, company, product. Number 3 is marketing plan. And number 4 is leadership. Yan po ang tinatawag nating four-legged horse.